Wow, wow, wow. This is crazy stuff. There's a lot to cover and I'll do my best to get through it. So, gold has absolutely been tanking past 24 hours, which is phenomenal. I mean, we have been waiting for gold to tank since end of June here. It's been 3 weeks of misery, mainly because around here we thought the market was going to go down and the trader got hit here. That was the first leg of drawdown. Thought I was going to go down. Boom. Got more drawdown, headed up, came back down, and then just skyrocketed. And then even right here, this was all time high. So again, if we zoomed out, this is going back to April. We've been in this channel. I had talked about it multiple times that didn't seem like gold was ready to hit all-time highs. The probability seemed like it was going to come back down. Well, here we are now. Finally, it's coming back down, but massive damage was done coming up here, and it forced the trader into hedge mode where these trades here, which were betting that the market was going to go down, as everything just up, causing those trades to go into the negative. Then the trader had to go into hedge mode and just place a whole bunch of buy orders. And what that does is, as the market's going up, it basically means that the account isn't making or losing money, because if the losses get greater, the gains balance that out, and vice versa. So here we are just in tank mode, and the trader took a 20% hit today. And oh, cool. And we just got an announcement from the trader, so I'll give you a real-time update there as well. So basically, this thing going down allowed these trades down here that were severe loss to get cut at less of a loss, because that's really what you're trying to do with drawdown. You're making a decision as to when should I cut those losses, and if I'm confident or optimistic that that the market is still going to go the way that I thought it was, just a matter of when, not if, then those losses can be traded around. They could be minimized. They could eventually turn into a profit. And so really lots of strategy going into this stuff, right? I'm just giving you kind of like a basic strategy from my basic understanding of it, which may or may not be more advanced than yours. But the trader is going to have much more, you know, depth to his strategy as to what he's doing. But nonetheless, so here's the chart. How low are we going to go? We're going to come all the way back down to here, here, here. So we're definitely coming down, and then all-time highs now are here. Question is, when are we headed back up there? Originally, I thought all-time highs were coming towards the end of the year. We got 4 or 5 months left of that, so we may not challenge this for another 4 or 5 months. So certainly, trader still has a lot of work to do. He's determined to make this the biggest comeback story in Forex history. No doubt it would be. And I'll just show you inside the account, give you a little insight here. So open trades, we're going to look at this. You can see that he's got some trades from early July. This is when we were getting hammered. And you can see they're all sells. That means that there were trades making bets that it was going to go down from where the price that he bought it at. And the market obviously ripped up. That's why these are in the loss. So these would have been much bigger losses just yesterday, because I don't know if I'm sharing. Yeah, I'm not sharing that tab. Sorry about that. So basically, we got a bunch of. I was looking at my open trades in the account, and I got a bunch of trades that were sell orders from early July that are in the negative, but they would have been a lot bigger negative yesterday. And then we have a bunch of buy orders betting that it's going to go up. So there's still about 55 open trades. And actually, some of those are actually dipping um, into profit. So he's gonna cut them as they're profitable. He's going to cut them as they're less of a loss, and then he's going to just take some losses. So interesting to see this. Certainly hanging on by a thread here, but still in the game. So let me read what he just put out. He goes, "Hey everyone, this is the first time I'm reading it as well. I want to address the current drawdown situation, provide some clarity on our recent performance over the past few weeks. Several decisions were made with the best intentions for our fund. Unfortunately, these decisions have resulted in our funds being at more risk than anticipated. I want to assure you that this situation is 100% fixable and is far from the end of the world. In fact, this marks the beginning of our road to recovery. As of now, we have successfully closed 21% of our losses and are still in drawdown. However, every day, our primary goal is to eliminate losing positions with profits, progressively reducing our drawdown to zero. Based on our analysis, the recovery process will take some time, but it is crucial to avoid a significant loss. I estimate that within the next 8 to 12 weeks, we will fully recover from the drawdown and the recent losses. Despite the current situation, we are still up 19% to date and remain on track to end the year on a very positive note. It's important to know that you will only incur losses if you choose to withdraw now. By staying with us, you will have the opportunity to recover along with us. We will send regular reports showing how much drawdown has been recovered, ensuring full transparency throughout this process. This is a long term investment, and I am committed to making necessary changes to ensure such a situation does not occur again in the future. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Together, we will navigate through this period and emerge stronger." So there you go. That is words from the trader literally minutes ago. And it's hard for people to understand drawdown, but that's the reality. If you've bought a stock, or if you buy Bitcoin, or if you buy an Apple stock or whatever, let's say you buy an Apple stock for 500 and there's a correction in the market, and now that Apple stock is worth half, $250. So you're down 50%. Essentially, that's drawdown. The only way you're going to get impacted by that is if you sold that, if you got emotional and sold that, or that's just part of your strategy. You sold that Apple stock. You're like, man, I just took a 50% loss. I don't want to lose any more. And you sold it. Now you're going to take that 50% loss. But if you held on to the stock, it's just an unrealized loss. Yeah, it could get worse, could get better. That's the risk of playing in the game. And but if that Apple stock does recover, let's say it becomes 400 now. Okay, so now you're down 20% instead of 50%. So do you want to sell now because it's at less of a loss? So if you're like, no, I'm going to hold on to it. Looks like things are headed in the right direction. And then let's say it rebounds entirely and it gets up to 500 or 550. At 500, you may say, all right, break even, I'm out. This was an emotional roller coaster, I'm done. Or, if it ends up going up to 550, you could say, all right, I'm out. I'm going to take my 10% profit. This was fun. See you later. Or, maybe you take out some of your profit. Maybe you hold on, and then the price goes up to 600. So that's the game. The benefit of hopping into a PAM is that the trader is making those decisions in terms of when to buy, sell. Trader had done exceptionally well for months, and then this month was very challenging. And but at the same time, he's committed to getting back on track, and he's committed to finishing strong, as evidenced by what's been happening in the past few weeks, and now seeing gold just absolutely tank. I mean, this is like we're seeing almost a $50, a $47 correction here. That is massive. That's massive. That's a massive dump. So, anything can happen. It's nice not to have to make the emotional decisions of, when to buy, when to sell. It's very hard to do. However, in a PAM specifically, it is our responsibility to manage our withdrawal strategy. How much do we want to take out? When do we want to take it out? Are we taking out profits only? Part of profits? Are we taking out a huge chunk of our account? Are we ejecting entirely and unsubscribing and walking away? And so that's the strategy that everybody has to make a decision on. Because that's a personal decision. You can seek financial advice on that. It's going to be based off of a risk management strategy. It's going to be based off of, do I want to just compound and grow? Am I looking for cash flow where I want to take everything out? Do I want to prepare for taxes? Do I want to play conservative? Do I want to play more risk on or risk averse? So options there, and there's a whole lot more options. If you're buying the crypto, if you're buying the stocks, if you are the trader, there's a whole bunch more slew of decisions that need to be made. But specifically for the PAB stuff, it's a withdrawal strategy. Now we are on, some of us are on this Lyrinx broker platform. So there's a whole bunch of traders that we can diversify into. So God forbid, one of the PAM runs into an issue like this one here, you still got others that are still generating smooth gains. It doesn't feel like the end of the world. God forbid one of the traders blows the account. You don't have all your eggs in one basket. So lots of things to consider. Playing this type of game, and hope you got some value out of this. And we'll see. We'll see what other updates we'll have here in the future. Any questions, let me know. If you got value out of it, please let me know, and we'll talk soon.